Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Art Class with Mr. Mazer. This week, we're going to be doing a fun holiday drawing of a present that opens up into a scary monster. Now, this was partly inspired by the movie A Nightmare Before Christmas because I like the combination of pretty happy Christmas and something kind of grotesque and scary underneath. So, we're going to create a present with a nice bow on it that looks very pretty. And then when you open it up, the surprise is it's actually a monster. So let's get started. So first thing we're gonna do, taking our paper, we're gonna hold it vertically, nice and tall, and we're gonna fold it in half. So you're gonna take the top, pull it down to the bottom, line up your edges, and then smooth out that crease, just like that. And it should open this way. So you have the opening pointed towards yourself. Then we're going to take the top piece only, line that up to the top, and fold that down. Smooth out that crease. So this will be how we create our surprise, just like that. So we're gonna start with it folded like this. Now I'm gonna draw with a Sharpie. I recommend you draw with a pencil, just so if you make a mistake, you can erase it. So we're gonna start with the present. So I'm gonna do a straight line coming down the edge here, go over the fold to the bottom, just like that. Next, I'm gonna draw a straight line over to make the bottom of the present. See, about like that. Now, the next one I'm gonna draw from the top because it's a little easier. You can't really draw over the fold there going upwards. So I'm gonna go down. Make sure that lines up. And I'm gonna do the top of the gift. So connect. So we have a nice big square on the paper. Now we're gonna do a nice pretty bow on top. So I'm gonna start with a circle in the middle. Just see most of it. And then I'm gonna do the sides of my bow. So I'm gonna have them pointed outwards and then curving down. I'm gonna do that on both sides. And you can even add a couple little short curvy lines for like the creases in the bow. Give it a little, make it look a little more 3D. Now we are also gonna add a nice bow. So we're gonna go down the middle with one line and two lines. Just like that. And we're gonna give it two little fun cartoon eyes. So I'm gonna start with a circle. And do another circle on the other side. Now, I like to do my eyes like this with just a highlight and shading in the extra area, but if you have another way you want to do these eyes, you're more than welcome to, because you are the artist. So feel free to change any of these pieces as you like. So now that we have our eyes, I'm going to draw the mouth. So I'm gonna draw the top. So I'm gonna go just over that fold. So I'm doing this on the top part, which you can see there. And I'm also gonna do it so it's on the bottom as well. You know, I'm actually gonna do that all the way across for both. So that way when we open, we can see the top and bottom of our gift. Very nice. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna draw on my monster is some big, scary teeth. So I'm gonna start with, make a curved line, and another curved line, and then kind of like an upside down V shape here for teeth. And then I'm just gonna mirror those out on both sides. So I'm gonna start here, curve. So these are just like the letter V, but curved. And I'm making them nice and big and scary. Just like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom. So I'm gonna make a kind of a V. I'm gonna make my teeth kind of different sizes to look a little scarier. And then I'm gonna do more of those coming out all the way to the edge of my present box. Boom, just like that. All right, now, next thing I'm gonna do is add a big, scary tongue that's coming up out of the mouth. So I'm gonna start behind one of these teeth. I'm gonna curve it around and come way outside here, just like that. Then I'm going to follow that line, same way, starting over here, and then we're gonna get gradually closer as we get towards the edge. And I overshot it a little bit, so I'm just gonna connect right there. And I'm gonna make this look kind of 3D by making some curved lines. So I'm gonna do some slightly curved lines to make it look like it's rounded. And I'm even gonna go behind the teeth on this, so I'm gonna go stop at the teeth, jump over, and do just like that. Now I'm gonna make the edges of my mouth, so I'm gonna start where the edge of the box is, kind of come down, and I'm gonna jump again. So I'm gonna jump behind that big gruesome tongue, go all the way down there, and do that on this side too. Then I'm gonna also do another line, so this is gonna be kind of like the cheeks opening up. All right. Now, the last step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some kind of tentacle looking arms, but they're also gonna look kind of like the ribbon for this. And oh, I forgot to draw the ribbon. So I'm gonna close it back up, and I'm gonna draw two parts of the bow or the ribbon over here. So I'm gonna make a curved line, and I'm gonna make kind of a sideways V, and then I'm gonna bring that back up, and I'm gonna do that on this side too. Curved line, sideways V, and connect it. So now we have cute little ribbons on there, but when you open it up, they're actually gonna be tentacles. So I'm gonna do a couple more. I'm gonna do one over here where it curves out. I'm gonna follow it over here and connect it with that V so it looks kind of like a ribbon, kind of like an arm. And I'm gonna do one over here. I'm gonna follow that, connected with a V. Now, if you wanna do multiple arms, you're more than welcome to. I think I'm gonna add a couple extra arms to mine. I think I'll do one over here. Hey, this one's gonna curve down. So I'm gonna follow it. I think that might actually come underneath here. Yeah, that looks right. And connect with the V. And there you have it. So you can see my example of how I colored it attached here. So we've got our beautiful little present that looks very innocent and sweet. And then when we open it up, scary monster. So that is the drawing for the week. I hope you all have a lovely holiday break and you get lots of presents that aren't actually monsters. And I'll see you again in the new year.